The views and opinions expressed in this podcast are those of the hosts and guests and do not necessarily reflect the official policy or position of the podcast platform, its affiliates, or even the hosts. The information provided is for general informational purposes only and should not be taken as legal, financial, or professional advice. The host and guests are not liable for any errors of omission in the content, nor for any losses, injuries, or damages arising from the use of the information provided. Listeners are encouraged to seek professional advice relevant to their specific circumstances. Now enjoy.
You are now running with scissors. Let's go. Ding, ding, ding. How you feeling? Uh-oh. Oh, mute it. What up, though? You all right?
What up, though?
Hey, guess what? Mama ain't here, and big sister ain't here. We in charge today.
It's over with. Too deep make a week. Welcome to Running with Scissors. Basically, Moon Man moves to Tuesday. Moon Man moves to Scissors. Moon Man chop chop. It's me and my brother RG. Let's go.
Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one.
They should have never gave us money.
Yep.
Hey, hey, shout out to our San Antonio listeners. Man, we appreciate y'all tuning in. WSAN, thank you so much for bringing us to the radio. Shout out to Penny for bridging that gap. Shout out to Michelle. I know you guys are handling business, being the amazing women that you guys are. Today we about to be degenerates on our podcast, and we apologize for the future. Now,
sorry,
RG, why don't women want you to be happy when they're not around? I'm very confused.
You know what?
Why is it that women be like, yo, you know what? You smiling? You showing teeth? You can go to hell.
You know what? That kind of happened earlier today, and I was confused as just you were. I'm like, oh, sweet. We'll just make it happen, Captain. It's like, wait a minute. You smell happiness? You smell that? It smells like happiness. Yeah, it was all bad. It was all better.
Boy, happiness is like blood in the water. Happiness around women is like blood in the water around sharks, boy. You got that? Oh no. Let me get some of that. I'll never forget this one meme that I saw. It still got me crying to this day. Dude was literally in a club with a book, and women were walking up to him like, why are you reading? Why are you reading? Why are you healed? Stop being healed. Let me hurt you again.
Yikes.
Oh my God.
That's pretty rough, brother.
No, man, but jokes aside, don't worry, guys. We had to get the little slight misogyny out at the top. But
no, this was actually based in a real story, which we will not tell on camera because our sisters not here to defend themselves. But
yeah. You know, we got to get out. We got to get our jokes out on them real fast. Hey, we have actual topics we have actual topics today, you guys, and we have a list of subtopics. So we're gonna hit absolutely everything. But what's our big topic for today?
Boom. Oh, sorry, Lip. My bad. I'm out here touching buttons.
Pop
culture and consciousness.
Pop culture and consciousness. Why and how one truly does negate the other? Because, boy,
I think it goes both ways there, dog. For real. Like sometimes pop culture actually brings consciousness to life. You know, like we never seen Rodney King catching the fade in the modern news, then we would never have gotten to the riots nor any other changes that kind of took place at that time. You know,
I'll I think that at the intersection of pop culture and social media, that it has totally taken a toll on consciousness and brought about the rise of pseudo consciousness, like I like to call it. That fake woke stuff where people really just try to show the extremes, you know what I'm saying,
Right.
on each ends of the spectrum. Like, and also this, like, for example, right?
Mhm.
It's like a lot of stuff that gets uploaded by really big celebrities, right? And if
Right.
you go inside the comments of those, you know, whatever it is, like let's say for example, it's a celebrity that is clearly, you know, overweight, right?
Fair.
You'll see inside the comments a lot of people that'll be like, y'all should stop shaming her, or you know what I'm saying, or y'all should respect the fact that you know she's body positive. But there's nobody in the comments that is actually like, hey, you know, you need to get in the gym or saying negative things about it, about that a particular person. It's
Yeah.
just literally people just, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, but being in the middle sometimes puts you still at odds with everyone. So what is the point? You know, it's like that's what I'm kind of getting at. Like, bro, what's the point? Yeah, you can get in there and say something positive. It's still going to be taken as negative, and the person that's actually reading it might take it as a slight, even if you mean all the best intentions. So
right.
why are we doing this? You know,
No, no,
yeah,
you're right. And to that dude that put inside my comments who called me Fruity Pebbles because I was topping for my students, I just want you to know, bro. I pray nothing good happens to you. Like I pray something like I really do. I pray nothing good happens to you. That being said, no, like yeah, it will put you at odds with, you know,
Matt
it does
Brando.
put you at odds with people. I totally want to make I made your business fail. I hope you fail. You suck as a human being. Anyway,
That's
so
fair. I'm glad to see you don't hold grudges, dog. It's very enlightening to see that you moved on.
I mean, because I'll be wondering why is it that people still think that like I'm superhuman, like I'm supposed to be. Look, I am not the best. I am not the best person. What Kendrick Lamar said on his album, he is not your savior. I am not your savior. I do a lot of good things for a lot of people that do and do not deserve it.
Yep.
But I am
But
not
it's only
perfect.
at 2 weeks at a time, though. That's the only thing. Only 2 weeks at a time. I'll put that on the board myself.
For those of y'all who just now getting to know us, we put a lot of what's called on the board. But yeah, no,
Indeed.
a lot of callbacks, a lot of great callbacks. But no, jumping to the point of what we were talking about, man. Like no, like it does put you at odds. You're always going to be at odds with somebody when you hold an opinion about anything. So
True.
my thing is the reason why people want to express it online is because of the fact that hey, you know, they have social media, they have the ability to be able to do it. So why not, you know what I'm saying, utilize their platform to do and say whatever it is that you feel. Now, does it come with consequences and repercussions? Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So no one is, you know, there was this thing that I was watching with this guy. He would literally antagonize people while he had a gun on him. You know what I'm saying? And he would literally say, it's free speech, it's free speech. But it's like, hey, you know, yeah, you're free to say whatever you want to say
But that's
in
still a
this
crime, by
particular
the way.
country. Right, exactly. But
Still a
you're free,
crime.
exactly. You're free to say whatever you want to say in this country, but you need to understand that you are not free from the consequences that come with doing that, you know. So
Right.
I don't know, man. Everybody does have their opinions, and everybody wants to be able to express themselves however they feel. But
I,
it's
I see it
such a
both ways, dog, right? Because I think I was going to be here a little bit longer, right? So
right,
I would say there's been times when pop culture has actually awakened people, and it's times where it set us back, i.e.,
right,
current social media. But that's neither here nor
mhm,
there. I'll use hip hop as an example, right? I'm a kid from Michigan, grew up in the Midwest, whatever. I listen to rap music. Never heard of 5%, never heard of Islam, never heard of any of these things. I learned a whole new culture through pop culture, which was rap music. If I
mhm.
never heard the popular culture, I wouldn't know anything about Nas and Queensbridge. I would know nothing about that side of the world until I actually went there on a vacation. So I've seen it both ways where the pop culture has actually enlightened the world, and I've also seen it where it turns us right into darkness. So, you know, and stuff like that. So
But I don't know, bro. Like my only pushback to that is that there is other ways. You know, there are other avenues to be able to get that knowledge and to be breakout of, you know what I'm saying, the spaces that you're in, right?
Well, not at that time. Now, yes, but back then there was no America Online. You know, newspapers were your primary source of legit info. So we didn't have the information highways that you guys currently have. So you were technically region landlocked unless there was something that came in outside of your neighborhood that actually stimulated your mind because you had no way of knowing it.
Big dog, come on, bro. I'm gonna give you one right now off the top of my head. Starts with a B. Books. Books, yes, my brother.
But no, okay. So here's what I would say to that. True, books are true. Yeah, you can probably see Heidi running the goddamn Swiss elf from the Germans, right? Cool. You can see that imagery, but it's nothing like having the human interaction and actually the visuals to put with what you're seeing. Because I know you read a lot of books. So when you're reading a book, you already got the TV on in your head, like, you know, old school ABC. But anyway, you see it one way, but imagine putting those images to the real thing. It just takes it full circle. It actually makes it tangible for something you actually aspire to or understand on a higher level. You know what I mean?
No, it makes sense. That makes absolute sense to me. I've always just thought that, you know, there's always going to be another avenue to be able to, you know what I mean, break out of the spaces that we're in. And now, especially now today more than ever, even though I truly do, I'm not the biggest fan of social media. I know I have to utilize it. And I know that it is necessary for quite a lot of people to be able to make their bread and butter. And it is also a way of an outlet for people to get out of their spaces. Like, for example, actually, let's jump into one of these subtopics real quick. You know, has TikTok made us more self-aware or more delusional? I'm gonna be very, very, very for real. I believe that it has made us very, very, very delusional. Especially
we've already been in social media for 20 years. Delusion started 20 years ago.
I understand that, but this one took the delusion and sent it to hell, because a lot of these places, right, jumping like to tie into what we were just talking about, a lot of these spaces that people are a lot of these spaces that people are trying to advertise, right? Like where creators or creatives, they will go into these small businesses and film those small businesses. They don't show the true, you know what I mean, like the actually everything about that particular business. There are some, shouts out to the ones who are doing their due diligence, showing everything about those businesses, whether it be bars or, you know what I'm saying, restaurants or whatever. Like they're giving like the full scope, but there's a great deal of people that say that they are like those creators, but they are absolutely not. They don't take the same due diligence, right? They don't put in the same.
Are we talking about free advertisement or a legit review? Because a lot of people are doing it for like, share, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's not really about informing the people. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the issue that I'm having. It's not, if we know for a fact that it's not that not everyone is going through it for the fact that, hey, I actually want people to understand about this business, and you're saying that, hey, I am a creator that is inside of this, but you're not inside of this space and you're not taking it to that level, then what are you doing? You're not actually a creator. You're
well, that's why did they not be a creator? Just because they don't kind of fit your criteria.
They don't fit that. I don't believe you should have the ability to call yourself a creator. I believe that you should just say that, hey, like I'm just riding on the coattails of this thing. Like you're literally just riding on the coattails of like this space. You know what I mean? Like you see people that are actually that will go inside of space. Hell, Keith Lee is the best example of this. That man will literally he won't even go in himself. He wants a true, unbiased, unabashed. He wants to write you something that is like very, very real about this space. So he'll send in other people that will actually go through the line, and you know what I mean? Like he'll send in family members, and he'll see how you treat them. Then he'll try your food and then give like the actual rating on it. I'm not saying everybody got to be Keith Lee, but I am saying that, hey, look, if you decide to step inside of someone else's establishment, dog, be very real. It was one lady, I should have followed her. She was like, hey, look, I love the food. I love the atmosphere, but that bathroom was trash. Don't you ever have no bathroom looking like this ever again.
I will say it like this, dog. Our whole planet is copy and paste. Look at the automotive industry, music, whatever. So if you see something that works, everybody is going to do it. That's why we have 1,000 social medias. That's why our black behinds is talking on the internet right now, because we didn't come up with this stuff ourselves. We're copying something else. So does that make us less creative because we're copying a pattern that we've seen that we think we can be successful at?
No.
Does that make us less creative?
No, what makes us creative is the fact that we are doing it in our own way. That, in fact, but like actually reflects the fact that we are putting in the time, energy, and effort, the actual work to do it. You know what I mean? Like we like this. It's not like we don't just randomly just cut on a camera and just be like, oh yeah, let's just record it. No, we actually plan this stuff out, man. Right. We actually like try to build, okay, we're going to try to see if we can build a partnership with other people and grow. We try to expand the network. We invest our own personal dollars into this thing to make it something more than, you know what I'm saying, to make it more than what it was when we first started. So that's what I'm saying. Like that's the difference. You know what I'm saying? Like the actual effort is the difference. You know, which is why, like I said, bro. Like I can't call people crazy, bro. I don't know, man. I don't know.
So what if someone takes AI and makes something super creative? I know AI is like your BFF. I seen like the poster on the back of your wall. So what if someone takes your beloved AI and does creative things? Are they no longer creative because the computer made it?
I would say that they are. Hey, where'd you get this AI as my BFF? Oh, because of that damn debate. Oh yeah. Okay, that's a good callback. That is all right. Hey, yo, go watch our earlier episodes. I was like, why is my AI my BFF? No,
elephant never forgets, and neither does Roy.
Elephant and never does Roy. Never does Roy. Dog. So I would say that the AI is the creative. Whereas you are the person that input, the questions, you're the one that input, like you're the one that made that input. I believe that what is the creative is in fact the combination of AI and you. It is not just you. You have to give credit to where credit is due. And also you might as well credit the rest of the internet, because honestly the AI is gonna pull at this point in time from the knowledge I have so far. It is still pulling from past things and has not just started to actually create something new. You know what I mean?
So AI started civilization from 1989 when the internet first came out?
No.
So AI like using wash jeans and stuff like that. I'm being totally sarcastic at this point.
I was about to say, not acid wash jeans, bro.
Yes.
Yo, why has baggy jeans made a resurgence? Like, and why is the resurgence like so wild? Like it's like super like parachute pants. Parachute pants have come back, bro. That's it.
I will say this and then we can go to break. People's junk needs to breathe. Simple as that. Everybody can't be wearing leggings out here.
Yeah, you're right.
Ventilation is king.
All right. You gotta get it. You gotta bend that thing over. Let the coochie breathe.
Go to break.
WSAN Radio, the soul of America and beyond. Join DJ Ron G and the WSAN crew every day for the Ron G Morning Show, Funk Friday, and Gospel Brunch Sunday. From local heroes to national guests, WSAN Radio connects you to the pulse of our community. One song, one story, one soul at a time. WSAN Radio, where music, motivation, and movement come together. Streaming live, follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and WSANradio.com.
Got me together with this two-piece. It's the good leggings, no see-through business.
Yes, sir. Run with
You're
scissors. My
running with
brother,
scissors.
Ezel Moon, in the building. I am RG. Our sisters took the night off for a well-deserved rest. They are awesome. Thank you, sisters. Thank you to our radio partner, WSAN. Shout out to all his watchers and viewers on Twitch. Good looking. If you don't have internet browser, that's okay. You can go to the Apple Store and the Google Play Store. You can actually download the WSAN app right there. It's free of charge, and you can take the soul with you everywhere you go. That's pretty professional. Pretty professional.
We're getting there, man. You know, we're getting there. All right. Does cancel culture create accountability or just public punishment?
It went one way and then it went back the other way.
Yeah.
I think when people first discovered their voice could actually make somebody the opposite of an employee, get them fired. I think it became weaponized, but it got used too much, and then it just became the rage baity dribble that we see now. So yeah, I think when it first started, it had that effect until they messed it all up.
I think that I still see it as both. Some people are willing to actually accept, you know, the correction and do what it takes to change their actions to be better people.
All right.
Other people are just good with being pieces of trash. So they're just gonna ride it out. You would hope that people would say, hey, let me fix myself so I could be a better member of society. But, you know.
Okay, so I'll push back to that a little bit, right? Like half the people we're talking about will never meet, right? So let's say they actually took those tweets to heart, chug a look. Oh man, I thought you had a 40 ounce. Oh, this. So I know, well done, by the way. So let's say we're never gonna see these people. Let's say somebody took their heart and they became a better person. But the last time we seen them was when they acted a monkey. We don't know if they changed. We don't know if they took what you said to heart or anything because we don't know these people. So our digital rage is kind of like pissing in the wind because they could go home and care or not care. And there's no way we'll know if they changed. Because you know how it goes. A lot of people come here with some of the best excuses in the world and they still be on some Kevin Spacey. So what it do? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because we don't know what people do when they go to the crib.
We don't. But I think that people, because of the image that they project, right? A lot of people still want to actually be in alignment with that image. So they'll try to, they'll chase what it takes to actually stay in alignment with that image.
Yeah, you can see that when money is involved, you know.
Exactly. I was about to say,
involved. Yeah.
I was about to say when especially when, you know, dollars are talking and on the line, you're gonna do whatever it takes to make sure that you actually are who you say that you are, or you're the one that appeases your following. It's only those who
you can actually take it the Charlie Sheen way. He went from you know what I mean, he flipped it. You know what I'm saying?
He flipped all right.
But think of what he did. He took like his job dysfunction and then made a second career out of the job dysfunction, then got right back on TV. You know what I'm saying? It takes most people like years or decades to even get somebody to consider him. My man flipped that like in real time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He might be the outlier, but it's done. You know what I'm saying?
It can be done. I was talking about more so when his flipping it said he did so much drugs that the man started choosing other men in his, and nothing against him. Hey man, if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. It's just like crazy the fact that like you could get so rich, famous, or underneath the influence that just becomes the thing that you say, hey, this is what I want to do now.
Can we stop blaming drugs for stuff? Hey, do what you're gonna do. Don't blame the drugs. It is what it is.
I was about to say, like, nah, like you can't tell me.
Everybody keep telling me, "Oh, the drugs that I." No.
No. I know. I've definitely just seen a dripped out crackhead, and he was a guard. He ain't never switching off the blade. He's that's just not his thing, man. Like and I don't know. People blame drugs. People blame money. Well, if it's in you,
out crackhead is probably the most villainous thing I've heard all day. What is going on?
I tell you, dog, he was scarred. But he will fly. I was not. I was very much so not, bro. Like he was. He had it, but I did not. I did not. I did not represent my household well. I had these dirty white Reeboks on and some jeans. That man's nose was dripping, and he was, you know what I'm saying, had the nice slides, with the golds. It was just really real player stuff, man. And mind you, it was nice slides, and he was, screaming at, Susan. I don't know who Susan is. Susan was there to him, but Susan wasn't there to everybody else around him.
Right.
So yeah, but he was getting into a real player argument with Susan, telling her that she need to go out there and continue to get his money. And I think he was smacking her up, but that's just between.
But it was all in his head.
It was all in his head.
But
he in reality was fly. It was the wrong season for what he was wearing, but he was fly as it.
When you described it so vividly, I'm like, did this dude just describe a crime? I'm glad I had to clarify that this was in his man's mind.
It was all in his mind. No, it was all in his head. It was just a very wild scene. Very wild scene. Yeah. But anyway.
How did we get here?
Yeah. Tangents, man.
Indeed, sir.
That was the best part about Moon Man Moves.
I was like, wait a minute. When did we turn on this street? I'm like, we got crackheads dripped out, pimp slapping people in his mind. What is going on?
That was him. He was like, and you need to make it. Get my money. I ain't playing with you. I said, oh, damn. Susan, please get his money. I don't know who Susan was. It was so wild. Oh, I hope everything's okay.
Man, you gotta go. You gotta get in the house before 12, bro. You just be out way too late, dog.
Look, bro, I don't need to be anywhere anymore. I don't need to be
dog,
anywhere.
You need a bedtime, dog. You staying up way too late. You are running into the way too late crowd, bro.
Look, bro, I don't know how to tell people, but like I be in places that other people cannot go, helping out people that they try to avoid making eye contact with, and so
I respect it.
Anyway, man, who do you feel got more cultural influence, pastors or podcasters?
At this point, actually, the pastors and the podcasters are darn near neck and neck because you got a lot. Because one thing that I will say, a smart pastor will move with the times.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If you want your congregation to grow, you need to always be going down towards the young. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you may have started with the same crew. They might be with you for 30 years, but they're going to dwindle. So unless you keep moving towards the young, all your stuff dies. So
right.
But I would say right now, podcasts would probably have the biggest influence because they actually service the masses, and pastors are regional for the most. Unless you're like one of the big names, you're mostly regional. So you're only really affecting the people in your little crew. I think
that for I am not gonna lie to you. I think podcasts has moved the needle on the culture a little bit more than the pastors, only because of the fact that pastors are limited to, what I'm saying, a certain section of the internet. They're limited to their certain congregations, or unless you are
certain thoughts, ideals,
right, and that doesn't resonate with everybody. Podcasters are, they can be based upon literally anything. Like, for example, a sports podcaster can reach a Muslim, Jew, Christian, Buddhist, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Talking about the same team that they all are heavily invested in, or gamble on, or whatever, right?
Right.
But a pastor can only hit, this one particular Like, oh hey, these Christians, and then the thing is the subset of Christians, you know what I mean? So
Right.
it's
So
like
you're just saying the market is bigger for the podcaster because they're
the
actually
market is
broadcasting
way,
way
way
big.
bigger. Yeah. So, but yeah.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. You know, but even with that being said, like for our culture, the church actually is kind of the founding base for most of our culture as far as music and the culture and the way we do stuff. So
Right.
it may not be so presently present, but it's still everything we are in some respects, in a lot of respects, you know, as far as the music and all that stuff.
Give me more, because I'm trying to understand that.
All right. So the first thing that happened, the people who came in before us was actually taught Christianity, right? So we built churches. Right. So a lot of our culture, our togetherness came from the churches, the singing, the dancing and stuff like that, the congregation. So that's the foundation of everything we do now.
Mm-hmm.
Would you have your first band? Yeah, maybe in your backyard, but most people got most of their training from the church. Take your pick. You know what I'm saying? The way our style, our fashion, church. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, everyone had to get fresh for the Lord. You take your best whitey whites and best wingtip shoes, and you shine the shit out of them until you were fresh for the Lord. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's what I mean. So even though we do it a different way, it's all still tying back to the same roots. You know, it's just evolved over time because now our culture and the way we see the world is now mixing with other cultures. You know what I mean? What they call like almost like a plant cross-pollination. This is probably one of the biggest cross-pollinations we've ever seen as far as culture. Dude, where everybody can look into each other's house and understand what they need to understand.
I don't think that I think that we are so far gone that down this particular road that we will never ever see anyone's culture not be influenced by someone else's.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I feel like, and even going further down the line as time passes by, everything will be an amalgamation of one another. You know what I mean? Like it'll all become one big melting pot.
Technically, we already are. If you think about how the hell we got here, we already are. You know what I mean? Like someone figured out gunpowder, they sold it to the next man, then they start using it. Somebody probably figure out how to make a better sword. Cool. We all gonna use this sword. So the technologies have been crossing for all of eternity. You know, we're just more aware of it now in our current state because information flows so much freely.
Right.
So we got to the bag mentally before they did because we share so much information between each other, the cultures. That's how I think. You know.
I feel it. Random question. Can you guess what I'm finna ask you?
If you're gonna ask me if humans are redeemable, that is your question to ask her.
I'm gonna give it 10 more minutes and then I'm gonna ask you.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna definitely take you down the slippery slope real fast.
All right.
Is the pursuit of authenticity in the digital age still authentic or just another performance?
Everything's performance art. If you really look
don't say that to me. Don't say that to me.
Everything is, sir.
Don't say that to me. Don't say everything is performance art to someone who literally sees people do. Bro, I have literally watched some of the most amazing people go out and do some of the hardest work inside some of the darkest places to help make changes.
Right.
Not because anybody's looking, and they don't want to have to upload it because that's not why they did it, but they still upload it because that's part of what?
Performance. You got
That's not fucking performance, bro.
Let me tell you why. So
that's not performance.
Okay, let me give you some real talk, right? So I go out, I feed the homeless. Done. Do I need to take my phone and be like, hey dog, how you like that burger, homie? Why? in the fuck do you need to do that when you can just feed the people and take your ass home? Why? Why do we need to put that on there?
Listen, you're talking to someone who interviews people so that other people can be inspired to donate to their charities and nonprofits that they mention on the show. The fuck are you talking about?
But you're not talking about you. You're talking about that person. That's what I'm talking about. If you're going to help somebody, just help them. Why do you need to film it? That's performance. Do I need to tell you that I brought some new J's? No. I showed you it because I want everybody goddamn know. Performance.
But my example isn't because of that. My example is because the people literally that okay, yes, he recorded himself donating. Okay.
Sure.
Someone inside that audience is going to be inspired by that action to go off and do that. And that's what he's doing it for. It's not because he's trying to, I'm doing this just to do it. No, I'm doing this to brag to the camera, or I'm doing this to perform for the camera. No, this is who I naturally am as a person of service. And I want people who are in fact people of service to be inspired by these actions and go off and do that shit. It's a lot of, bro. It's like a drastic decline. It's a recent crazy statistic. It's a crazy statistic about charities being like just declining. Like as far as like people actually donate to it, it'd be wild for us to think that like everything that people put on the internet is for performance. That's crazy work.
Yes, but why is that such a villainous thing? I didn't think it was bad, but there's a level of performance to be had when you actually post stuff. It's performance. Why else would I need to know if you ate spaghetti last night? Why would I give two shits? If you really be honest, you're actually showing people the world. You're performing. You're showing people, giving them a look inside of your life. Whether that's good or bad, I'm not here to say. But it's a level of performance. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm just off my rocker, but it feels like if you're going to do something, do it. If you want people to know, then you perform an act to actually get yourself known.
Wait. But that's where you're losing me at. You're saying if you're gonna do something, do it. The person is doing the thing, and they're just making sure that they document the thing, so as whether it be to, hey, I'm doing this, I'm documenting because I know for a fact that this is how I make my bread and butter, or I know for a fact that hey, this will help other people to go out and do the same thing. There's no level of performance inside of that. I believe that is literally just the person doing what they feel is best, and just carrying that shit out, man. I don't think it's performance in that part, in those particular places. But
I'll say it like this: I never even gave it like a villainous type of tone. So why can't it be that? Why is there such a fight for the word? But I didn't say it was good nor bad.
Because I feel like performance comes with a negative connotation. Because the question is in regards to in the pursuit of authenticity in the digital age, is that still authentic or just performance? The anti to authentic is going to be fake. And so if we're using the word performance, then I align the word performance to fake. And I know for a fact there ain't shit fake about a lot of people that I've seen out there, a great deal of people that I've seen, I've interviewed or sat with that are actually out there trying to do the work and actually put, invest time, energy, and effort into these different charities and nonprofits and shit. And they just they gotta record it so that motherfuckers know that, hey, look, for example, bro, like even shit, fucking Founders Day, when I took photos of those turkeys being donated, all them sides being donated, and it wasn't because of the fact that, hey, yo, this is us doing the thing, man, dog. The reason why we did that is because of the fact that, hey, where did all that money, when that money was donated, where did it go to? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just a real shit. Like, hey, yo, this is where the money went to, goddamn. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we got receipts and shit, but still,
it is what it is. Right?
What's up?
Hey, here's what I'm getting at, right? I'm on my phone. I say, hey, man, I'm at Taco Bell. They have this great deal. Performance. I'm riding my bike. I get attacked by a bear while I'm on my phone. That is authentic.
I get the
You
analogy
see
that you
the,
gave.
the
I
thing?
get the difference. I get the difference. I get the difference. I
Yes.
get the difference. I just am always gonna say that
You see what I'm saying?
I got it. I got
Because
it. That was
I'm sure you didn't say sick 'em bear and then turn the camera on and get mauled to
it,
death. You were riding your bike in the forest.
right.
Sorry. Yes. You bear, this is gonna give me 4,000 likes. No, that never happens.
That
Never
never.
happens.
Oh wow.
You see what I'm saying?
No facts. You're right. You're right. You're right. God, dog, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh my God.
That is a real response. That is, you know
Mm.
what I mean? You can't
That is
fake
that is
that.
an actuality. That is That
Yes.
is actuality.
That's what I'm getting at, brother.
That's crazy. Um, damn.
OG
All right.
wisdom.
OG wisdom. I give you that one.
Yes.
I give you that. When you're there, you're there. Uh, all right. Are we becoming more connected through technology or more emotionally isolated?
Me? I think it's the other one. Yeah. A lot of people I've met through the internet. Yeah, I met you through the internet. It's totally working for me. Hell
It's totally
yeah.
worked out. It's totally worked out.
Hell yeah.
Oh, damn, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I do feel like, yeah, people would have met a lot of great people through the internet and then just
Mm-hmm.
really just lived off of vibes. I can't even front on this one. I
Right,
can't
dog.
even front on this one. It's a
I
lot
can
of
see it the
good.
other way, but bro, it's totally working out
Yeah,
for me. So
yeah, it has definitely. I've made a lot of connections through the through the
right.
interwebs that I'm
The
grateful for.
interwebs.
Yeah, man, and I'm wholeheartedly grateful for. I'll be remiss to say anything else.
Right.
Nah. All right, come on. I gotta get it. I gotta do it.
All right, let's hear it.
Are people redeemable?
What type of people?
Oh God, we can't do this again. We can't do this again. All right,
Because
ladies and
okay,
gentlemen.
so if we're saying consensus, all people, nah.
Wait. Hold on. I'm gonna just do this right there, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, ladies and gents, this has been an ongoing question for years now between him and where it will randomly get referenced. But I decided to bring it up first this time because I know for a fact that this was going to happen.
Yes.
And the question is, are people redeemable? We go back and forth about this because there have been some really, really heinous stories
Yep.
on the internet that have not only scarred our mental, is one that I'll think about immediately. That if you go back years ago into one of our old Moon Man moves,
Yeah. Oof, rough
if
stuff.
you go watch it, it was some really, really, really dark stuff. And yeah, it's gonna be something that people are gonna bring up eventually. So
Yep.
uh are people redeemable? He was telling me no. I
No.
said yes, and I fought hard.
Yes.
I fought
Because
hard.
bro, our
I fought
whole history is about doing horrible things, sir.
horrible things. Human history is
Yeah.
a history of
We didn't get a
humans.
referral to end up here in America, my man. We didn't get a referral. You know what I'm
Yeah, you're
saying?
right. You are right.
So,
You are
yeah.
absolutely right. But I just I want humans to be redeemable. That's literally where I'm at with it at this point. It's like
Okay. I'll
when
ask you a
I
question. Why?
because I want to continue to believe in the good in people. I want to continue to believe that people have the capacity to actually change and do the things that are necessary to reflect to the world that they have changed in a way that will better not just them but the world. You know what
But
I
we're gonna
mean?
go back to earlier today, where you were saying like people get canceled and they can show the world that they're redeemed. Why do they need to show the world that they're redeemed? Why do we need to
Because
know that?
because we
Simple.
want to make sure because we want to make sure that they are if well because we want
To control people in the way they behave to make everybody feel comfortable? Because I think it kind of sounds like
no no I really want I want my answer to be this. hear
Okay.
me out. I want my answer to be that they would like to show the world that they are, in fact, better, more well-adjusted members of a society. But the hard part about me answering like, because that's what I want my answer to be. The
Mm-hmm.
hard part about me answering like that is the fact that I look at the society that we have today and I wonder, are the outliers the ones that had it right the entire time? Are the outcasts the ones that are the correct ones? Mind you, I'm
Yeah.
not saying the negative outcasts, where all the dark and terrible other things that we see, but I mean like as in like the ones who say, hey, you know what, forget society. I'm gonna go live off on my own, or live off, do what I need to do and be true and authentic to self and true and authentic to the ones that are okay with me being my absolute self. So
Got got it. Yeah,
yeah.
because I don't have any debate about what you're saying. I just don't approve of having to tell a bunch of strangers that I've changed. Ha ha ha! I'm back. Who are you? You're not my Lord and Savior. Why do I feel like I need to validate myself in the eyes of you, which is a flawed human just like me? I don't see the
Mhm.
point. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying like I got all the answers, but at the same time, who am I to tell you what you did wrong and how you should atone? I don't have the authority. No one on this planet breathing has the authority to tell you what to atone for. So why should I go to the digital crap box and apologize and plead my case to these clowns? No, I'm doing that.
Well, because there are certain things that, just having a basic understanding of society will say that, hey, you need to atone for this, especially if your crimes are so heinous enough that it's put out into the world. That is published to the world. Like going off and murdering innocents as a what I'm saying, as a just baseline understanding of society, we know that that is wrong. So as
Okay, but I'll push back
I
a little
mean,
bit, dog. If you go out here and start murking people, I don't want a Twitter apology from you. Go to jail, go right to jail, and stay in jail. I don't want to hear from like Charles Manson and how bad it is. Like,
but
no,
we
go to
but
jail.
we
I
but
don't
we're
need an
not
apology. You know what I'm
but
saying?
we're not talking about Twitter apologies. We're talking about the actual steps to show that, hey, there is an understanding of the actual wrong that you have done, and there are actionable steps to separating yourself from the wrong that you have done. I legitimately want it to be to that, hey, everyone has that capacity to do that. You know what I mean? Now, does everybody have the capacity to forgive you for that? For the wrong that you did initially? No. No one has to, like, I'm not speaking to that. What I am speaking to is that person, the offender, being the one to have the ability to separate, to understand their offenses and then grow beyond those offenses.
All right, so what
And
does that
this
look like?
and dog, it's gonna be based upon the situation, bro. Like it's really gonna be based upon each situation. It's gonna be based upon like on how bad each situation was. There are some that we have discussed in the past that I have said there's absolutely no way
Right.
because but even now looking back, it is just, hey, I would rather they figure out a way. I may not be able to forgive that. I may not, but
Got it.
I'd rather you be able to make a way for yourself to push past that and show that you are not that anymore.
So you believe the children are our future? Teach them well, let them lead the way, huh? Got it. Well,
Man, I
some
don't
all of
know,
you
dog.
they possess inside, dog. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't know, dog. Some of my own
I'm put
some
that
of my
for
own
myself.
students.
Greatest love of
Oh
all.
yeah, no. No, I'll give you 2 points for that one because I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
hold you. I got a story that I'm gonna tell you when we get off air.
Oh boy.
Yeah, about one of my students that I was just like, mind you, I was trying to work out. I was trying to just keep him in the gym, keep him out the
Mm-hmm.
streets. That was all I wanted to do. Just keep him in the gym, keep him out the
Mm-hmm.
streets. But the man, he made his own decisions. But
Sorry to hear that. That
yeah,
don't
that's
sound
what
like
I
a happy
said.
story. Sounds
Yeah,
horrible.
it's not. It's not. It sounds very horrible. But that's life.
But
Oh,
I say figuratively, I want to believe what Ezel believes, that people are redeemable. So it's not like I'm sitting here like, heck, I would like to be wrong about this. I will always say that. I would like to be wrong about this. There's a lot of things I believe that I would like to be wrong about.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Because I'm okay with it. If the world becomes a better place and everybody feels like they have shame and want to be redeemed, dude, jokes on me. Haha, the world's a better place. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, I want to be wrong about this.
My man said, please prove me wrong.
Please
Like,
prove me wrong. Say please and thank you. Hold doors open for elderly people. Do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, prove me wrong.
but it's so hard. Like, I'm just watching how people maneuver through this earth and really recognizing that there's so many people that do not want to. Like, even when it comes back to talking about how, pop culture and social and consciousness, people would rather deny the actual consciousness and the things that make for positive consciousness and literally just engorge in the negativity that pop culture thrives on. Like,
But
it's people really debating the brevity of reality TV, and it's like, how dog? Like,
bro, everything's a blur and everything's desensitized. So some people have really blurred the line where they can't figure out up nor down.
I mean, it's real. Hey, you think reality TV is lowering our emotional intelligence or just helping us understand human behavior?
I think it started out as an understanding of human behavior, and then it's like, oh, this is cheap TV. Let's keep doing it. Because if you think about the first Big Brother, it was kind of deep. They were getting into the human psyche and how people rock. You know what I'm saying? But by the time we got to season 3, it's like, okay, this is a contest.
Yeah.
I learned a lot from the first 2 seasons of that. You know what I mean? I wasn't even a big fan of the show, but they really did like psychology. They really showed you like how people can be and all that stuff. Really dope social experiment. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. Now that I know so much about TV and how people are filming these things, everything is. If it's not scripted, it's shot over again. You know what I mean? Like, and it's reshot to make sure that, okay, well, they got everything that they needed, because that is
so if it's not authentic, what is it, sir?
Oh, it's very, very much so. We've been on reality TV performative.
Yes.
Reality TV has been
and what do you think social media is, dog? It's our own Big Brother. We tell on ourselves. Performance. You're welcome.
That's a good one, but I believe that social media is, in fact, social media has its pockets of those that are not performative, bro. Okay. You know what I mean? Like, because especially if we're still using authenticity as our guiding point and the opposite being for performative, and we're still aligning performative to fake, I believe that there are greater pockets inside of there where it's not that. You know what I mean? But there's just there is so much BS on social media though. Don't get me wrong, there's so many people that are doing so much heinous stuff, but I don't think that's it.
Social media is a mirror to you because a lot of things you're into, you follow. So if your feed is showing you horrible things, then you may want to curate it. That's not, they may throw in some things that you ain't rocking with, but you do have the decision and the power to say, I don't want to see that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying, but the news feed didn't just wake up one day and say, you know what, he's all black. Let's just show him drive-bys. No, it's a curation of the things you look at through your internet and browser history. You know what I'm saying? What up, though, Michelle?
What's up? How you feeling? We was talking about y'all earlier, by the way.
Yeah, a little bit. A little trash talk. We'll wait till next week to air our grievances.
Oh yeah, for sure. We don't know what's going. We went all the way around everything. We hit the topic, got into philosophy.
Yes.
And then did a whole 360 about it back to the original topic. Yo, we are
Yep.
amazing.
Yeah,
Um,
a little bit.
a little bit. But no, man, what was I trying to say? Da, 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 da.
My name is Ethan Moon. I'm not doing it. If it's not fun, it doesn't help people.
And then
You gotta watch the show, folks. You gotta
RG,
watch it.
RG, I love you, bro. If no one told you that today, just understand. I just want you to know I love you. Yo,
Thanks,
let me tell
sir.
y'all something. I've been saying that for years. I almost forgot at the end of the last show. Oh my God. But nah, man. Yeah, I think that I feel like the pockets of those who are not performative with their content, right,
Mhm.
are the pockets that I tend to pay attention to. And yes, although the algorithm is going to show you things that you are drawn to, right, it will also suggest to you just these random different things finally. You know what I mean? But
Right.
it always had the capacity, but so I'm always rooting for the creators that are authentic. And I
Right.
believe that in the pursuit of authenticity, that it is not performative for everyone. There are those who are, but there are a great deal of people that are still out there that really stand on and believe on what they stand on. There was a young lady who
Thank you, ma'am.
appreciate you. There was a young lady who recently took her life. Ash, I mean, her soul rest in peace. Um, And I saw this guy who I really want to interview. So if he sees this, his name is Tony Weaver Jr. Man,
Shout out.
he went in on literally like people that made videos talking about, oh, her death was she deserves to kill herself and all this other stuff, right?
Wow.
And I would be hard pressed to ever believe that was not authentic. I wholeheartedly believe like what that man said was, he meant every single word of it. And even
Right.
everybody who was on it that because you're not doing it. You don't do that for the views, bro. You do that because of the fact that hey, something that you said was so wrong that I need to stem the tide on this. And I need people to
Okay.
understand that this is heinous, So shout out to him because he really just reflected every private thought that I had on it, man.
I
So
respect it. I respect it. I give you crap about this stuff, but I do see the value in what you're saying.
yeah, man. Gotta show love where it's due.
Indeed. So, sir, about time to sew this painting up.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you sure is right. Hey, shout out to everybody that tuned in this evening. We wholeheartedly appreciate you all. We love you all. Tune in tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. EST. Definitely will have Quan the comedian on for a frank conversation. I can't wait for that one. He's a comedian based out of Dallas, and he is absolutely funny. It's gonna be great. My guy's gonna be engineering. Appreciate you, RG. Yeah, let's see. Definitely tap in with us on https://www.theunitedfrontnetwork.com/
Good
and
look.
yeah,
Please
man.
like, share, subscribe. Email us at weareunited@myyahoo.com. If you so please donate to us. We have a Cash App, United Front Network, $. Everything you donate to us, we put it right back into this network to make it the best thing you've ever seen in your life and to make everything awesome for ourselves too. That's what we do.
Hey man,
Better you.
Hey man, and buy the merch, bro. Like actually buy the merch and wear it, and then send us photos and tag us so we can tell people that y'all are buying the merch.
Dope. Appreciate it.
No,
and you can catch me on Instagram under Our Gains II. I don't know what next week's topic is, but I'm sure it's gonna be awesome. And yeah.
Yeah, man, that's it, man. I'm at @EzelMoon_. We, like I said earlier, we love y'all. Thank you so much for rocking with us, and we will see you guys again next week right here on Running with Scissors.
I'm Royal G, and if I don't like it, I don't even sound cool when I say it. Hey, just go. You are now running with scissors. Let's go.